position of the camera.
Right.
That's really, that moves a lot. That's crazy. Man, I wish I would have known that back like when we did Daytona, because I like using the blimp cam.
Yeah.
And
Welcome, race fans, here tonight at FreekyFast Broadcasting, where we are going to be here at Nora Racing League. Yes, Nora Racing League. They are going to be doing some Atlanta racing here tonight in the trucks, and this is going to be an awesome race here for everybody to tune in and watch as these drivers get freaky, fast, slippy, and have to do a lot of trying to control these tires and everything with these trucks. These trucks will eat everything up. But I am going to head up here into the booth now and have a talk with Brian, known as Soda Can Johnson, and Zach Hall. Brian and Zach, are you guys there?
10-4, yes sir.
All right, all right.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear? Well, hopefully, because I have been playing with my sounds and we're trying to get some sound. So anybody out there that is watching, if these guys do sound a little low, let me know. I got to do some adjustments because, yeah, I had technical problems at the office. So just put you that way. But anyway, so with that being said, what do you guys think how this race is going to be here tonight?
Sorry, I was waiting for you to go there. It was my bad, Brian.
But
yes, we're both patient here. We're like these guys need to be tonight, of course. Here in Atlanta, you know, we're looking at a track that's a little bit cooler tonight than I expected. So we could see, we're usually seeing a lot of slipping and sliding around the racetrack in Atlanta, and tires burning off, which we will still see tire wear come to a factor. But I think these cars are going to be a little more stuck to with their rear ends down, definitely than we expect. But I still think we'll see the occasional slide here and now. But it's definitely going to be a handful. It's a bumpy old surface, and one of my favorite racetracks.
Yeah, I think mainly what we're going to see is, it's like Zach said, this track is much cooler than the track they ran earlier. They actually do another session where it's kind of like a go or go home session. And so then the guys that make it come over to this session, and the other one, the track temp was over 90 degrees, and this one I think is at 71, or it's actually cooled off even more from practice. It's at 68 degrees now. And we got some northwest winds at 8 miles an hour, so that's going to play a factor into obviously how tight or loose these trucks are. And unfortunately for a lot of these dirt guys who like a looser car, this track for them is going to be a lot tighter than the other one was before. So we're probably going to see a lot of right front tire wear that is going to play a factor into this race.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. Tonight, these guys are going to be fighting, I think, a more of a tighter truck. But like I said, wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of loose off. It'll be interesting to see how the lines go. As personally, the slicker it gets, the more I want to stay to the bottom. But maybe the tighter it gets, I might want to move up to the top, even though it's known to be easier to get into a wall the closer you are to it. So these guys are going to really be interesting, because I don't think we'll see many guys venture up in 3 and 4. 3 and 4 is a mostly one groove track, unlike real life. For some reason here on the sim, we seem to have the bottom line is really the powerful line. The middle sometimes coming in, but never really getting that top side up there working. But 1 and 2, we may see someone definitely move up to that top side as the run goes on, or maybe in the start of these runs. It'll be interesting. So it makes this track so cool, though, is the multiple grooves.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was going to say, Brian, this track is one of them tracks that is, you know, very old and slick. I mean, tires. What do you think? 10 laps if you go full board, maybe 7 laps, and you're going to be, you know, fighting a truck.
Yeah, you definitely will fight the truck. It's going to take, especially these cooler temperatures. We would have probably at the hotter temperatures seen, you know, tire wear come into factor sooner. But with the cooler temperatures, I still expect a good bit of tire wear, especially like we said on the right front. And you'll start seeing these guys pushing or getting loose off probably 10 to 15 laps in. And then from there on, it'll pretty much be who saved their equipment the best. We'll really see after 15 laps, I feel like, who's got the best equipment. So it can be a comers and goers race for sure.
And another factor that plays into it is they're only using half a tank of fuel. So whereas I don't want to say normally, but like over at Racing Freaks, we run 100% fuel. So the car on new tires is going to be looser with 100% fuel than it is with 50, because the less weight, so the back end comes up, and some air is going to catch, more air is going to catch that spoiler. So it's going to be even tighter. I think most of the looseness we're going to see is kind of like a tight loose, where it's just pushes. You're turning so hard, and eventually it just kind of snaps. So it's going to be interesting to see who can keep their truck straight tonight.
Yeah, well, last week's winner, well, in the trucks, last week's winner was Joshua. I seen in practice he had it up there at P1, but right now, with the temperature change and everything, it looks like he's not in P1 right now. I'm not sure what positions he's holding right now. Did he even take a time? Ah. Lost sound. I lost you guys. I lost you guys' sound. I don't know if it was me or what happened. Let me. We gotta check on a sound problem here. Let's see if we can find out what's going on.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Robert, you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Apparently, our Discord decided, hey, I don't want to hear these guys no more. I don't know why I did that. I have no clue why I did that, but we got you. You're back.
Yep, we are back. That's good, but I don't know if we got any of that missed, but pretty much what Brian was saying is oh, I'm sorry, hold on, I gotta turn these guys off. They're talking right now, so I'm getting a lot of feedback in my ears here. But Brian, you can continue what you were saying, I guess. Or
I actually kind of forgot what I was saying.
Well,
yeah, that's funny because that's why I passed it on to you.
Yeah, I said last week, Josh Conover, he won, the race at Daytona with that last exciting race there at the end with that yellow foam coming out. What I was asking is he in practice he was P1, and then I said, well, here in qualifying, I don't know where he qualified at, but now at sea, he qualified P1 again. So he put down a best lap of 29.958 to Christensen's 29.972. So they're not off too much.
Very close field, very tight.
Yeah, top five is separated by 400, so that's pretty competitive up there.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
10's almost less than a tenth, so
yeah, from the
very close.
All right, go ahead. I'm just going to be talking to some people out here in chat as we are got the chat fan rolling out here. And no, it's not who you think it is. It's from the 24 truck. He said he's going to get. Yes, he said he's going to get ready for fast speed. Going to be FreekyFast. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. Yeah.
Well, Keegan right now. Speaking of Keegan, he's sitting 15th on the board right now with a 30-15.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a nice solid time. That's a good starting position here with as many trucks as we got. So
definitely less than 2 tenths to the leader. So it's very close field here all the way throughout.
Yeah. Another thing that we got to keep in mind here is that, this is only a snapshot of how fast they can run. It's only 2 laps. So a lot of these like mid-pack guys like Keegan, they may be faster than the leaders, 10, 15 laps in. So I expect the field to be pretty shuffled up all night long.
Definitely. Here's the end of the qualifying here. They're going to come to grid. So
yeah,
got a big field. You might want to go ahead and
yeah, we're going to run through we're going to run through the qualifying so Brian can take a deep breath.
Yeah, right.
So, well,
yeah. So on the pole tonight, we got Josh Conover, last week's winner in the 9 truck. Then we got Christian Snyder starting 2nd, David Kane starting 3rd, Holden Ekman brought it up to 4th, Donald Etcher 5th, Jason Conover is going to be 6th, Tyler Duggan 7th, Jim Chisholm 8th, Coy Pennington 9th, Colin Wisely 10th, Brian Powell 11th, Stephen Armstrong 12th, Roy Crump 13th, Nicholas Alford 14th, Keegan Bitzer 15th, Colin Hoffman 16th, Ken Cook 17th, Cameron Thompson 18th, Ruben Caceres 19th, Nick Van is going to start 20th, Craig Schroeder 21st, Corey Boudinot 22nd, Derek Pennington 23rd, TJ Wood 24th, Mark Creighton 25th, Cody Hall 26th, Scotty Brown 27th, Billy Stanley, 28th, Carson Aub, 29th, Frank Reese, 30th, Jake Boyer, 31st, Chris Fleesner, 32nd, Blake Brady, 33rd, and Stephen Dean in 34th. So we got a really full field here tonight.
Huge field, 34 trucks out here. Oh boy, this is going to be fun racing.
Definitely got 65 laps, 34 trucks, and only one man's going to come out here to winner. So, going to see here as they roll off the grid. Good job on that grid there, Brian. I know that was a You're getting better each week, as we got some guys burning some tires like John Forrest getting ready to take off for this race. I don't know if you want to heat your tires up too much here, guys. Like, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be pretty important once we get started here. But what can we say about Josh Conn over here, our pole setter? He's swept He swept Daytona with the Xfinity and a truck win. I mean, if he comes out of Atlanta with the win and goes back to back to back, man, that's a way to start out your 2019 season to say, hey, I'm the man to beat. And but he's got Christian Steiner in a 77, got David Kane, Holden Ekman, Donald Escher, the top 5 guys right there, right close to him, and not too far back to the rest of the other guys. It's going to be such a battle here, and I can't wait to call this one.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting as we actually have a penalty. It looks like Chris Fleissner is going to be put to the back of the line here, probably something that happened 2 weeks ago. So he looks like the only guy to go to the back as we're coming up to the green.
Definitely, as they come through 3 and 4 here. Robert, you want to bring us to the green?
All right, yes, we'll get ready here to go green as these guys are going to get ready to go freaky fast here at Atlanta and slip and slide. Green flag, and green's out, boogity, boogity, boogity. Off they go down into turn 1s, ladies and gentlemen.
Good start from Josh Conn over in the 9. Not a lot of wheel spin I see from these guys, so the track is cooled down enough in these trucks with this lower horsepower. On a hot, slick, greasy day, they may have run into a little bit of wheel spin. They may have a little bit. It was very little because I didn't see many guys spin it. That may come to a factor as we burn tires off. Josh Conn over in the 9 shot out like a cannon there.
Yeah, he's definitely got a great restart, a great first lap, and he's going to be looking to drive away from these guys as they're running side by side for second. That's exactly what Josh wants to see in his mirror. But yeah, with the wheel spin, there is a little bit of humidity in the air, 71%, and it's something we don't really talk about, but that's going to aid in not spinning the tires.
Definitely. I just see Christian Snyder in that 77 starting second. He's still holding that outside line, trying to not let the 51 of David Kane's by him there. But we'll have Donald Etcher in the 1 move up to 4th place as he took that from Holden in the 04. As he looks to, he won our preseason opener at California, so he's going to be one of the men to beat too here, and I think Donald's going to definitely have something for these guys. Josh is he's got the 2 guys side by side with him right now. If I was Josh, I'd be sitting in my seat saying, man, y'all keep racing side by side, I'm going to save me some tire.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to want to do right here. Is they, unfortunately for him, well, they looked like they were going to get single file, but man, they're really battling for that position. As we kind of look back in the field, there's battles going all over the track, and yeah, we got a battle, I think, for, it looks like maybe 8th place.
We got the 5th place battle right here of Holden Ekman as he gets in the wall in the 04 as Jason Conner in the 63. He was on the inside of him there with Tyler Duggan right there on the outside behind Holden, looking to follow maybe get by both these guys here for 5th. But battles, like you said, all over the racetrack, Brian. It's going to be like that all night with this track. You can really race side by side, and both lanes don't really have a major disadvantage corner, so you can definitely hold your own on the outside. You definitely can make passes on the bottom, so it's going to be a race. This is a driver's track. I like. It's one that you can really take your fate into your own hand and drive your car the way you need to do.
Yeah, ever since I kind of figured out how to save some tire at this track and what line to actually run, I've really enjoyed racing on this track just because of that. Because you can if you know what you're doing, know which lines to run, you can really do whatever you want to. And just like you said, the inside lane, outside lane, they're pretty much even. The only thing about the outside lane is that it's going to wear just a tad bit more right side tire. So I think the definite lane to be would be on the bottom. But some of these guys can't get to the bottom because some of these guys really want to get to the front and in a hurry.
Definitely, these guys are going to definitely have to take into account as we got a hard battle going on here for 8th place between Colin Wisely and Coy Pinson at 15. I've seen these guys going at it the whole time with Jim Chisholm. And that Ford tucked up right behind. He's looking to make anything out of these guys making a mistake and try not to get into it. But looks like Colin's going to clear here. We got an undercut from Coy, and Coy will go back to the inside. So these guys right here have been going at it. I've been watching Coy and Colin battle for for really the last 4 laps of our first 8. So it's pretty good battle here we got going on. It seems like the 04 he settled in there, but as he gets to the wall, as I say that, sorry about that whole.
Yeah, we had a couple trucks going to the wall there, kind of stack some things up, and now we got, good grief, we got 10 cars under a blanket over here coming out of 4.
Definitely do, Brian. Is the battle for 10th, 9th, all through there. It's anywhere from 8th to 12th right now. Is pretty much a side-by-side affair right now. And looks like Nicholas Alford here in this 22. He's on the bottom.
It looks like we had a truck that just went around, but I'm not exactly sure who that is or who that was. I think it was a 76. No. Oh, man. Apparently I'm having Discord problems.
Yeah, was that you disconnected?
Yeah, Discord just keeps cutting the sound out. Don't know why.
Oh, wow.
Well, as long as you know how to fix it. But, yeah. Scotty Brown, he just had some really bad net code, unfortunately. There's a foot of net code coming up on the outside of another truck, and it just shot him straight up into the wall. And, unfortunately, his night is pretty much over now. No fast repairs in this league, so.
Definitely. Unfortunate for Scotty. Back up here to our front, though, Donald Etcher, and that one. As we're going through the field, pretty much talking about some of these other guys, Donald Etcher moved his way all the way from 4th in the second, guys. He got by David Keynes in that 51 and Christian Snyder in the 77. So he's worked his way into the second position. Josh Conover started to pull away with the Little Leah as a 1.3 second lead. It's going to be interesting to see now that did Josh push too hard? Did Josh burn his stuff up? I know from our California race, Donald's a very good saver, and he might have something for Josh as these tires burn off, but these half fuel tanks, you gotta get it while you can, because you're only going to be able to go, I'd say, no more than 34 laps in a tank, and probably less than that, only about 30 laps, really, maybe 32. So it's going to be interesting to see how far some of these guys try to take this fuel. And 65 lap race, I don't believe anybody. It's gonna be hard. We'll see if somebody can one stop this. That's what I think the strategy is gonna be. But I don't know if 50% fuel is gonna make it that far out. That'll be definitely something interesting.
But yeah, if anybody's thinking about a one-stop race, and if anybody is gonna make it happen, it's gonna be that one truck right there, Donald Etcher. If history can repeat itself, because man, at California, he was able to push it 1-2 laps further than the other guys. So if we don't get any caution flags here, he's going to be one to watch as far as strategy goes.
They say sometimes you got to risk it to get the biscuit. So sometimes you got to risk taking that fuel just as far as you can. As even David Keynes, his teammate in Zero Gravity Racing there with Donald Etcher, he's moved up to 3rd. So by Christian Snyder in the 77. We started 2nd now, unfortunately back to 4th. But Tyler Duggan also we have up to 5th. He's slowly climbed his way from 7th to 5th as we consistently see Tyler run good in this league. So his continue his 2 second place finishes from last week. He's running top 5 again. So really good points nice for these guys as they need to focus on this full season here. And it's a very tough thing to run a long schedule like this and not get caught up in one race, because one race is not everything. You got to really focus on putting together multiple good races in a season like this. And I gotta say, Josh Conover is doing a good job right now, guys. He's slowly started to pull away, running similar lap times still. Last time by, Donald was a little bit quicker than a couple hundredths quicker than our leader Josh, but he's going to need more than that before a pit stop. It'll be interesting to see how far they go, like I said, and if this is a 2-stop race for him, we'll see pit stops in the range of 25, you'd say, Brian?
Yeah, I'd probably if you're making a two-stop race, pretty much
You're
going
gonna want to
to
be early.
60 by 3, and yeah, I think somewhere around 22 to 25 is where I would pit. Yeah, that's where I would pit. As those trucks we were talking about earlier before we got distracted by Scotty Brown, they are still just battling it out. We got Coy Bennington on the rear end of somebody, and that Ford truck is continuing to be under some aggression from
stress.
yeah, he's stressed out, man. He's got a truck on his outside, truck right on his rear. This is what Atlanta's all about. Atlanta promotes really, really good close racing, and these guys are doing a great job of it.
Yep, it's 34 trucks, and we're staying green. As I see smoke down the back front trailer here, it looks like. Look at that's Ruben Caceres in the 25. Looks like he may have had some damage here. Going back and look at it first. Yeah, it looks like he got into the wall, guys, and just lost it out of 2. And
yeah, this is gonna. We're almost 20 laps in here now. Well, I guess we are 20 laps in, and these trucks are gonna be starting to feel really, really tight to some of these drivers, and a couple of them I've seen that kind of overstepped that line just a little bit and ate a little bit of the wall.
Yeah, Christian Snyder's took a good bit of front damage. I don't know where he got that from exactly, but he's got a lot. And Tyler Duggan has took advantage of that as he's moved up to 4th. And he's going to look to take 3rd here from David Keynes. As I continue to look up as our leaders, Josh has just continued to keep that searing pace here. And I think Josh is putting on showing, hey guys, I got strong pace throughout this whole run. It's going to be hard to beat this guy tonight, guys. Unless he makes a mistake, it's going to be big things. Josh is his biggest enemy, I feel like, tonight, if he can keep up this pace he's running.
Yeah, the only thing that might hurt him is if we get a caution and he gets stuck behind a couple trucks. You know, he's only raced in clean air so far, so...
Down on pit road, 2-stop strategy.
Okay, well, everything I said, just throw out the window. One truck ain't going to make it a one-stop.
Yeah, definitely, and after these guys cycle through some pits, we'll go through the field too here to get a look. But we'll let these guys cycle first so we can get back and see their true positions here. But Tyler Duggan, he's moved up to 2nd now at that pit, and Josh Conover, our leader, he's in this time. So 22 laps, he's done. He said, "I'm coming in. Give me new ones." Like we said, 22 to 25 in that range would be somewhere if you want to do a 2-stop. Tyler Duggan's going to stay out with the 51 David Keynes and that 04 Holden Ekman. Staying out also, so our top 5 drivers stayed out this last time by. Be interesting to see who tries to take it farther. Did someone save some fuel, Brown? I mean, it's going to be very questionable. You're going to have to save a good bit. You're going to have to do at least one stint of 32 and then the rest 31. And I don't know if that's possible as we have a few more guys coming down.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to be saving from lap 1. And you would have to save the entire race. But I think it's definitely doable. But part of the reason why I think Josh Conover went and pitted the lap after Donald is because of tires. I'm looking at his lap times. The first full-speed lap he ran was a 30.17. And then at the end of that run, he was running a 31.73. So they're losing about a second and a half over 20 laps. And that's a second and a half that... he does not want to give up.
Definitely.
So you definitely want to match your opponent's tires as best as you can.
Sometimes too, you also gotta let see what the guy behind you does to really let him show his cards for almost like you're playing a card game. You gotta let him show his hand and see, okay, he's doing a 2-stop. Now my strategy is okay, 2-stop. Which we may come to find out. We might have thought these guys later to see if it was always a 2-stop. It was Tyler Duggan. He's coming in earlier, and Jason Conover 2nd. So, looks like everybody is I believe, is gonna stop. As I've gone through, we have seen everybody stop now. That'll be the end of our green flag cycle pit stops, and I believe Josh will cycle back through as our leader.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed a little bit. I wish somebody would have tried to go for a 1-stop, but hey.
I think it, thinking back, it's hard to do 60 laps at Atlanta on a full tank. So on a half a tank, I I don't think it was close enough. Maybe with a caution they would have caught it. They could have possibly done it, but I don't think it was close enough. That might have been me overestimating a little bit.
Oh, just shut it off in the corner. You'll be all right.
Yeah, you can save a good bit that way. Yeah. As our leads will cycle back, I believe, to Josh Conn over here, and he actually did a pretty good job to put even a bigger gap between him and Donald. And like on that fresher tires too, so that's going to help in the long run.
Real quick, guys, let's give a shout out to Flatline Graphix Designs. They're sponsoring this series here at NORA. So if you want to give, you need anything done with the Facebook, you want it done Facebook, graphical wise for Facebook or iRacing, make sure you check out these guys at Flatline Graphix. They do some awesome designs. They had some very, very sweet vehicles last week, I must admit.
Yeah, a lot of their work is just absolutely gorgeous, and they're really good about, if you're coming in and you have no idea what you want it to look like, but you got, a rough idea. They're really good about putting your thoughts into graphics. They do a really good job.
Yeah. And
it's just awesome that they've decided to sponsor not only the Truck League over here at NORA, but also the B-Car League.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So with that being said, I'd like to say thank you too to everybody who's tuning in out there and watching on the YouTube side, Facebook side, and the Twitch side. We also are looking at going more platforms here in the future, so stay tuned for news from that. But all right, well, back to the race here, guys. Since we gave our shout outs to, we can do a run through the field if we want to do that real quick.
Yeah. Let's do our FreekyFast top 20. How about that? That sounds cool, doesn't it?
FreekyFast top 20. I like it.
All right. Well, I think Brian's going to do our first top 10, and I'll get our second top 10. So we'll run through our field here at the NORA and get a look at some of these guys' paint schemes. How about that?
Yeah, let's do that. Well, we're going to start off with the leader right now, who was also our pole sitter, Josh Conover, in that 9 truck. He's sporting some Napa colors. That's I bet Zach likes that truck. He's a Napa guy. So got Josh Conover in the lead, and then in second, we got Donald Etcher in the 1 truck here. He started 5th. So pretty good move for him. Then we got Holden Ekman in the 04. Currently in 3rd, started 4th. Got Tyler Duggan. He's made a little bit of headway. Started 7th and now in 4th. He's driving that 42 truck. Was that the Tennessee? What are they, Zach? The Vols?
Yeah, Tennessee Vols. It's the Volunteers.
Volunteers.
Yep. And the #1 basketball team in the nation, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully he'll be coming up #1 tonight.
Yeah.
So we go back to 5th place. We got David Keynes in 51. We got Jim Chisholm in 6th, started 8th. We got Christian Snyder, started 2nd, back in 7th, but yeah, we still got some time. And then it looks like our biggest mover right now, Mark. Oh, they just switched position.
Mark Creighton?
Cameron Thompson is now 10th. Started 18th. That's a pretty good move. But then we got Mark Creighton in 11th. He started 25th, so that's a good job for him. Must have had a really good pit cycle.
Yeah. So, well, like Brian said, we'll start off here, top 11th place man, Mark Creighton. He started 25th, up to 11th tonight. Okay, him in his Toyota machine right there, number 11. In 12th place, we'll have Nicholas Alford in that 22 Chevrolet. He started 14th tonight, so he's up 2 positions. We got Colin Wisely in the 2 truck here in his Toyota. He's 13th place, started 10th. We got Nick Van here in the 46 Silverado, and he's started 20th. He's up to 14th. He's going to be looking to get by Colin here. Now we'll go back to 15th. We got Corey in the 34 here in his Chevy Silverado. He started 22nd, up to 15th. Got Coy Pennington, started 9th, back to 16th, unfortunately for Coy here in his Toyota Tundra, number 15. Then we have Derek Pennington. I believe it's Derek, right? I'll call him Derek for now. But
yeah,
it's
Pennington
here in the 19, and he started 23rd, up to 17th, so good little drive for him. At the 48 of Roy Crump, started 13th tonight, up to 18th in his Toyota Tundra. Got Billy Stanley in his Elvis machine here, the number 8 truck. Started 28th, up to 19th. Very good job from Billy there, moving his way up to the field. And also got a pretty big mover here in Carson Alb.
Alb.
Yeah. Aub. Okay, Carson Aub in the 29 here. He started 29th in the 29 machine. He's up to 20th. And that was our Freaky Fast top 20, guys, as these guys are going around Atlanta pretty freaky fast.
Yeah, they're coming around, and I'll tell you what, Donald Etcher is just creeping up on Josh just a little bit. He's running just slightly faster.
Yeah, I've been
ever so slightly.
Yeah, he's slowly creeping up on Josh here. I don't know if Josh is saving a little in the bag with the lead he has and the fresher tires, or did he get out there and burn him up? Track, I also saw the sun come out for just a little bit there for a few laps in the 1 and 2, but it quickly got covered up by them clouds, unfortunately. And I believe the temp already went, well, it's went up a little bit. We're up to a 73-degree track temp, and 1 and 2 is slightly shaded. It's still pretty shaded, but the sun can come out at any point and change this racetrack. As I see Donald even changing his line. He's moved up off that rubber groove that's formed here on the bottom, and he's starting to work in that little middle part, about a car lane up from where most of the guys are running. Because they're leaving catch some traffic.
Yeah, I was about to say, we got the track changing, we got the rubber changing, and then we got the traffic changing for our 2 leaders right here. It's going to be interesting to see who it's going to help and who it's going to hurt. But yeah, with the rubber, you got 2 choices. You can either go a little bit lower to where your left side tires are just outside of that groove right on the white line, or you can go just above it. And either one seems to work pretty well.
Definitely do, Brian. They definitely see this. One good thing, like I said, this is a definite driver track. It puts, if you got a bad handling car, it kind of puts it in your hands to go out there and change it almost the way you drive on this racetrack. You definitely, there's no certain exact formula for success here. It's really a fuel track and how to keep your tires under you. So these top 2, though, man, they really have pulled out from our rest of our field here. Holden Ekman is in the 04. He's about 7 seconds back, but he's got Tyler Duggan in that 42 creeping up, as these guys did stay out longer than our top 2. Especially Tyler Duggan. He was one of the last people to pit. He's running some of the fastest lap times on the racetrack. We got Donald Escher in the pits again on lap 39, guys.
That's a bit odd.
He can make it here. He can make it from here.
He can make it, but man, those tires are going to be screaming for some relief at the end of that run. But, I mean, you can just see how much time Tyler Duggan lost by staying out so much longer than Josh and Donald did. And so maybe that's what Donald's thinking. He's like, well, I know I can kind of creep up on him, but once I get to him, I don't know if I'll be able to pass him. So I personally
like this strategy a little bit, because there is, with the being 50% fuel stints, there's less time here for Josh to catch up. There's only 25 laps now, so if he gets a big enough lead here, a big enough gap, it's going to be difficult to reel that back in. I think we're going to have a interesting little finishing into this race.
We got Tyler Duggan coming in.
Oh, yeah. Tyler Duggan's gonna.
Yeah, we have.
Interesting.
Yeah, we have drivers now here, guys, making some pit stops. So. I think Josh is going to have to make a pit stop. That's, I just think he's going to have to.
Yeah, he can either pit and play the green flag strategy, or he can stay out and hope to trap some of his fastest competitors a lap down.
Yeah, and after yellow comes out, he really don't lose nothing.
Definitely. I think Donald was in the perfect position to pull that strategy there, because he had such a big gap to 3rd place. If it did fail him in not winning the race, he still was going to end up with 2nd. So really, in Donald's court, it was, he had everything everything to win, not to lose. Really, Josh has got everything to lose with being the leader with Donald right there. So it's going to be interesting. I think Josh is kind of already laid in his bed now. He's going to have to definitely stick to his guns and run some qualifying laps to catch up. But it's going to be interesting, guys, because I think the gap is going to be pretty sizable.
Yeah, I think as the leader, when 2nd place pits, if you don't pit within about 2 laps, you're pretty much setting yourself up to stay out.
Yeah, I think we'll be seeing him not this lap by. I think we'll be seeing him next time by. I think he wants to stick to what the strategy and the numbers he already has set in his head. He's not going to let Donald affect his mind, and it's going to be very interesting because, like I said, with the shorter stint like that, it's going to take. If it was a full fuel run, you have a lot more time to catch up than you do with the half fuel, especially with only 25 laps. And now it's going to be 20 laps really when he takes tires, so he's going to have 20 laps to catch Donald. It's going to be interesting to see if he pisses his time. He's going to stay out again, guys. It's going to be questionable here. I don't know. We'll see how this plays out for our leader, Josh Conover, as he tries to go for a three-peat here.
Here comes the 04.
Yeah, the 04 Holden Ekman. He said, you know what? And we're going to have Jim Chimstolden stayed out. David Kane's in the 51.
I wonder if Josh is going to pit this time by.
I would say he needs to come this time by, Robert.
Yeah.
He's only going to have 19 to go here. He's going to need time to make up that ground. He's going to stay out again.
Yeah, he's going to try to stretch it as long as he can and hope for a caution here.
Yeah, I think.
I don't. And there we got a truck into the wall. We have
That's going to be a caution right there.
That's the caution.
Who was that?
Maybe. Hopefully.
Not out yet.
Nope.
Wow. No caution, guys.
Wow.
Wow, that was close too.
And that was right at the leaders too.
Yeah, that was Stephen Dean in the 45.
45. Okay.
Here, Josh is coming this time by as Donald's going to pass. Here, coming out of 4. That's going to put Donald back on the lead lap. So, when they come out, how far Donald comes out in front of Josh is going to be how big a lead he has. I really feel like Josh is going to come out behind Tyler.
Yeah, but the question is how much did Donald push to close up that lead? You know, or to pretty much build his future lead. We got a truck come and say hi to Josh.
Looks like Donald, from his lap times, what I'm looking at, Brian, he looks like he's saving a little bit already.
Hey, here comes Josh coming out of pit road right now.
As Donald goes into 1 and 2 here. So Donald's going to have about a 5-6 second lead here. It's going to be interesting to see who else. Tyler Duggan's going in the 1. Will he get by Josh? I think Josh will be fine with Tyler. Yeah, he's going to come out in second still. But, man, as 63 of Jason Conover, he's still out leading this race right now. He's still staying out. Has yet to pit.
Yeah.
He'll have to come very soon.
Now we have to pay attention to lap times on the 1 and the 9.
1 and 9.
Yeah, 1 and 9 here.
Yeah, the 1 and 9, and see, what the difference from his tires with 9 laps compared to fresh tires. Is there going to be a big difference? I mean, of course, there's going to be a big difference, but how much of a difference?
I can tell you one thing. Josh had a good in and out lap because he had a 101.3 on the lap leaving pit road, so he had a little bit better than Donald leaving pit road. Even though Donald had a better in lap because the tires were newer, of course, when he pitted, but still, Josh did gain some time between pit stops, like the amount of time it took him to pit compared to Donald, so that will help, as it's about a 6.5 second lead. That's the last time we crossed. It's going to be interesting.
Well, 4.5.
Oh, wow, sorry about that. I looked at the 6. And
it was 4.5. First time by when Donald was in front of Josh and they put down a lap to where I could see their interval. It was 4.8 seconds, and then went down to 4.5 seconds.
63
now it's down
pit.
Now it's down to 4 seconds. So he's coming up on Donald about 3 to 4 tenths a lap right now.
I want to explain something to the fans out there that are watching it. As you guys see here on the broadcast, there's a track map going on. And the pink car, like you see on number 1 there, that is who we are focused on. If you actually look, then you'll be able to see each driver of who the leader is. Like right now, the 63 is the leader. He's in green, which means he's the leader. The blue dots means cars are a lap down or gonna be a lap down, and then the gray dots mean they're on the lead lap. So if you look, you can see the 63s coming out of turn, let's see here, 2, and you can see the 9 just cross the start finish line. So anyways, you guys can use that as a reference on what we're seeing out there on the track, and it helps the fan base out there, you know what I mean, guys, to keep up with what's going on. So
yeah, that's good information, Robert.
Yeah, definitely. And our leader was caught by about 7/10 that last time by. So Josh Conover is
down to 2.7
into that lead very fast, but we're fastly approaching 10 laps to go here.
Yep.
We're,
just like I said. Now, if you, not to bring it up again, but to make it more easier for the fans, if you look at the track map, you'll see the 1 that's in green, and you see the 9. He's right behind them. You can actually follow them on the track, and without us even being on them. So again, I'll stop talking about that, but at least they know what they're looking at. So all right, go ahead.
Definitely.
Yellow. Oh man, again, I don't like using the term monkey wrench because, you know, monkey wrench is little.
Oh,
let's put
boy.
a big old gorilla wrench into this race.
And who's that even on?
I believe that's on Frank Reese.
Frank
he got into one. Yeah, in the 71, I believe. Yeah, 71 of Frank Reese. He got into the wall, entered in the corner, and fortunately just lost it. All it took David Canes and Jim Chisholm with the 4 did a good job missing it, but David Canes in the 51. It's going to take some damage from it.
Man, so Zach, what do you do here? You obviously take 4 tires, but do you take just a little bit of fuel for insurance? You fill up? What do you do?
I'm filling her up. I want that thing to turn as good as I possibly can. Haven't seen anybody really getting loose tonight. I see mostly tight. So if you don't take fuel, you're going to be really tight, in my opinion.
Oh,
you got to take 4.
We're just watching that replay, and man, did the 51 hit him? And I don't know who just went flying through there, but they got lucky.
Donald stayed out.
Did Donald stay out?
He stayed out.
Interesting decision there.
With 10 to go, why would he? Oh, there is no way. Well, he's got confidence in his trucks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it looks like most of our lead lap cars are
with. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys, but if we have time real quick, we forgot to talk about the point standings and truck standings, so I apologize for that. But with 10 to go, like we always do here at FreekyFast Broadcasting, I like to say thanks to everybody for tuning in, watching. We appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button, share button, all that fun stuff for us, and share it with your friends and family. But hopefully you have a great week and get ready for a fun weekend. But we do apologize that we didn't get to talk about the points. Again, had technical issues here at the office, but in the near future here at NORA, we will be bringing up point standings and team standings and team names and team drivers and things like that. But you know, that stuff takes time to process through the system. So, all right. Well, with that being said, we're with 10 to go, and I'll hand it back over to my faithful guys here, Soda Can Johnson and Zach Hall.
Yes, so we got Donald Etcher staying out, and it looks like the 17 of Cameron Thompson stayed out as well.
Yeah, I believe. So we got Cameron Thompson, Jason Conover, Nicholas Alford, and Nick Van. So our top 5 guys have stayed out here. Josh Conover in the 9 is going to be 6th here. And we're going to be coming to only will it be 8 to go when we get green, I believe.
See, this should be 2 to go, so then we'll have 1 to go on lap 58, and we'll go back green on lap 59, so we're going to have 6 laps. That's a lot, but there are a lot of cars between the 1 and the 9.
Right.
But is it enough?
Yeah, this is going to be interesting, because if caution comes out soon...
If caution comes out, race is over, so...
yeah, I think we're going to see these tires. Tires are going to be a big deal here. I think they're going to be up to a second faster here. Yeah, I mean, if it goes green, I think between the 9, the 04, and the 42, possibly the 51 and the 4, maybe even the 77. I mean, anybody really from 10th on back, I'd say, or 10th on up, or from 6th to 10th is really. I think they got a good shot. I think Donald's got a good shot also, but it's going to be interesting to see the wheel spin here. I know Jason Conover in the 63, he did stay out for a long time there, so he's probably only got a couple laps on the tires. He's got fresher than both these guys ahead of him. I know that for a fact. So Jason Conover in that 63, he's trying to steal a win from Big Brother here, maybe, and sneaking into that win with that 63 Lotus machine and the Conover racing truck he has there. But Donald Etcher, he's pretty much, he made that choice here to stay out. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, guys. I'm very intrigued by how this race is going to play.
Yeah, it's going to come down to when or if the caution comes out and who on those fresh tires gets through those other trucks first.
So we'll have 7 laps here.
All right, well, we're going to ride inside with Josh, and let's watch him and see what moves he can do to try to get through this field with, 7 to go?
Yep,
I think it's going to be...
This is going to be interesting, guys. As we get ready to go green, I will lead them to the green, guys, if you don't mind. As I like to get freaky fast as we get boogity, 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 boogity. Off they go. Green flag is out. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, Josh Conover there. Already getting 1 position, so he's up to 5th. I think he's in the right position now to make this run to the lead here, but it's going to be interesting is the 17 of Cameron Thompson here. He's moving his way up here to 17. He might have a little fresh tires. So does Jason Conover. Here's Josh, though. That number 9. Looking to take that position away from Nicholas Alford. He's going to take 4th away.
Yeah, he can just dive it in further.
Oh! Whoa! And look out! Oh!
I don't think that's going to be the race.
That's not the race. We're going to have a green-white checkered. Let's go back and watch the 1.
Oh.
Where I gotta find him. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I will have to find his name and change cameras here as he went a little bit flying. So let's see if we can.
I thought we left the big ones back in Daytona.
Hey, all right. Well, we're watching the FreekyFast broadcasting replay here as he goes down into 3 and 4. Let's see what happens. It looks like the 63 tapped the 17, the 17 into the 1. The 1 into the wall, and oh man, I don't even know. We have so many trucks. It was a mayhem. We have carnage all over. Well, we'll go back live here. So that's what happened with that. Jeez, wow.
Yeah, there's the 17 was just in a really bad position there with him being tucked up behind Donald, and the 63 tucked up right on him. Really, if he lifted it anymore, it was going to be a wreck for him. So. Just unfortunate for Donald there in that 1 after he ran a great race. I think he's probably going to be kicking himself for not taking tires there, or even that's just unfortunate with late race cautions like this. Takes sometimes it takes your race away from you. Anything can happen in these NASCAR races.
Well, the 63 got such a run, and he tapped into the 17, and the 17, got tapped up into the 1. So I don't want to say it's the 63's fault because the momentum you have going, but that's basically what happened is that he got such a better run going through 3 and 4, and I guess he probably wasn't expecting the 17 to be a couple seconds, a couple miles slower than him.
Yeah, the 63, he's going for the win. It's no time right now to definitely check up, I'd say, but unfortunate, it's really just the product of the 3 cars just being on top of each other. 17 really having nowhere to go other than to press the gas down more to really get Donald to go, and just the way they were lined up was weird too, because you had the 63 the farthest down low, the 17 a little bit off the bottom, and then the 1 a little bit even more off the bottom. So they were all in a really bad spot where they were just getting hit in the left rear quarter panel, and that'll really turn these trucks around. But I think we're going to go back green here. I don't think this is over yet, so it's going to be interesting.
We're going to have a couple laps here.
Probably a green-white checkered.
I think we might get a 1-lap show, and looks like Jason Conover, he might have claimed that caution.
Claimed the caution, so he's going to be going to the rear.
Yeah, he will get an EOL. So Jason's going to lose that 2nd place position here.
So now we got Josh Conover.
Oh, wow.
Guy with the freshest tires. He's going to be pulling up into 2nd right here.
Definitely. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and the next best tires is in 5th place, Tyler. He's 5 laps.
Yeah.
Though 4 and 4 are 6 laps. So we have the leader on 17 laps, Josh on 6 laps, and then everybody else is 15 and 16 laps. So, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Josh has quite a advantage with those fresher tires, but 17 is definitely not going to make it easy whatsoever. So this is when, you know, you risk it for the biscuit. You know, how many biscuits you want? What's your order?
Any teams? Is there any teams up here? Is the 9 to 17? Who's their teams? Because I see the 17's taking the high side. Huh.
I believe
that's an interesting strategy right there, too.
Cameron is just in the general chat, so right now I can't see. I'd have to pull up there. But I don't believe they're teammates, Robert. I don't really see many teammates up here.
Okay.
This is going to be interesting, though, because he took the outside, like you said, Robert. This outside line can spin the tires, and he's on lower tires. I know that for a fact. This outside line's never been the best line to restart here. Now, if he can get a good restart, it's going to be very interesting. I don't know what's going to happen here, actually. We got Josh sitting on the bottom with them brand new tires. I think it's only a matter of time unless we get a quick caution if he gets by Cameron. But if Cameron can hold him off, that'll be one of the greatest feats I've seen in a long time. So.
Oh, he's got to watch out for the 42. He's got good tires, too. And you got the 04,
Definitely.
The 15. You know, these guys are on the same. So as we get ready to go green's out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Off they go, ladies and gentlemen, down the turn 1.
Restart by the 17.
Yeah.
17 got a great jump. If he can hold on to this for 2 more laps, as he's going to look to come to the white flag next time by.
It's going to be really close.
Yeah, he's done a good job so far of holding how much lead he's got, because he's on way older tires here. They're going to be coming through 3 and 4 this time to get that white flag. You're going to see these new tires really working 3 and 4, I feel like. Wow, that's 17.
Wow. Man. Yeah, 17's got it hooked up.
He pulled away.
Man, he's driving the wheels off of that thing, literally.
Wow. Cameron Thompson right now. I'm probably saying that wrong.
Final lap here at Nora at Atlanta.
Josh, get to him.
Oh, Josh just got a great run.
Got a great run through 1 and 2. Can Josh Conover get to him in the 9? We've seen great finishes down Atlanta. Oh, he opens up the bottom. Oh, he's
going to get to him.
He's got to run. It's going to be a photo finish, boys.
Oh, man.
He's going to pull it off.
Wow. This lead. Wow. Back-to-back weeks, we had photo finishes and crazy finishes, and
wow.
I don't even know what 2019 is going to be the rest of the year, guys, but this
amazing.
Yeah, I am just so stoked every Thursday night to watch these guys race. Congratulations to the 17 to hold him off to get his first win of the season.
Wow, yeah. Especially from a guy who's won the first 2 races and Josh Conover.
Yeah.
Josh Conover was undefeated.
Yeah.
Well,
man.
He was.
Cameron, I don't know where he got them tires at, but he needs to go ask his crew if that's some extra durability on them ones, because we're gonna ask him something about that at the race. How those things
we're gonna need to inspect those.
Maybe cooling down over those cautions, it helped him. I don't know. Whatever he did, Cameron definitely deserved that one. He drove the wheels off for that win. So congrats to Cameron in that 17 truck, in that Mountain Dew Chevy Silverado. So it's like we got a Chevy podium here. So cool to see all them Chevrolets here.
Oh, yeah, okay. As I'm not a Chevy guy. Yeah, I'm not a Chevy guy.
We got to also give a shout out to Tyler Duggan. I know Tyler Duggan and Josh Conover got to be close in points, because Tyler Duggan's finished second in the first 2 races and now third, with Josh Conover first and 2 and second. So our points should be pretty tight, and like Ryder said, we'll have that in the coming weeks here. But what a race, man! That was mind blowing. That was such a great race. It was a 36 thousandths. Josh won by there, so.
Yeah, that's tight. That's close.
That's definitely, or should I say 36 hundredths? I said thousandths. Wow. But yeah, 36 hundredths That is so close to race, and what a job by these guys is. I think we'll get talk here with our boys. Yeah, and they're already up here. Look at them. They're already ready.
They're like, hey, I'm ready.
So, Brian Johnson, you ready for Mr. Tyler Duggan at 42, Tennessee Vols machine?
All righty, let's bring him up here.
All right.
Tyler Duggan, it's Brian in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Man, so we seen that crazy finish ahead of you there, but you had quite the drive yourself, being one of the front running trucks with fresh tires. What was your strategy going into that caution, and you see some guys pit and some guys stay out? What kind of led to your decision to pit?
Well, I wanted tires regardless. I thought they were going to wad it up on the second to last restart, but they got it pretty clean, and then they wrecked. I don't know if the 63 got into him or what, but it looked like just a racing deal. And then on the last restart, I was able to get up to third because I sent it through 3 and 4 to get past the 22. I thought that the 9 was going to be able to win that, but somehow the 17 held him off. Good win for him.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask him what kind of tires were on that thing, because it wasn't Goodyears. But you couldn't bring it home first tonight like your Tennessee Volunteers there, sitting up top, number 1. But is there anybody you'd like to thank for your third place finish?
I just got to thank the Big Orange basketball team. Number 1 in the country, even though we almost lost to Vandy. That's okay. It's okay, but I want to win one of these races, so I'm going to really be trying to get it next.
Yeah, you're coming close. Well, we'll let you go and celebrate your third place finish there.
Will do. Thank you.
Oops, I actually moved Brian to our waiting room. I was fired. Yeah, Brian. Sorry, Brian. You need to wait in the waiting room real quick. But that was our third place man, Tyler Duggan. Again, another top 3 finish for this man. He's continuously getting his top 3 interview, and man, he's started his season off well, and I'm sure we'll see him in winner circle soon, as he's been contending. But bring up our man who's won 2 races already this season, but unfortunately tonight after dominating, let's say he's not going to come but second. We're going to talk with him here. Hey, Josh, it's Zach up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Josh. Well, man, you dominated tonight, started on the pole. You really stuck to your strategy, I feel like. And I think if that caution would have come out, it might have played into your hand. You might have got back around Donald there. But can you tell us and describe to us your thoughts about the race tonight?
To be honest, I'm surprised it went green that long. The setup was pretty tight, especially with the way the weather played out. I'm pretty sure there was a few incidents, again, kind of like last week at Daytona, where there should have been a caution, but just for the iRacing, they don't throw yellows if you're off the track. So, but yeah, then the ending there, I think we had fresh tires. I know Donald, I think, was close to 20 lap old tires. It is what it is, man. It's racing. I mean, I didn't expect to win Daytona, obviously in the trucks and the B cars. We came up here, finished second. You can't shake your head about that one.
Yeah, definitely, man. You can come out here tonight and know that you put a solid performance together, and at least you got it back to second. And a lot of things could have happened. Definitely, see what happened to Donald there. Unfortunately, he ran good all night, and he ends up crashed. So anything can happen like in these races, like you said. So it's always good to come out here with a good finish like that. But we've seen Donald pit there with I'd say it was 25 to go. Were you worried about him pitting that early? Did you think about changing your strategy, or did you just stick to your guns and did what you decided before the race?
I was debating the whole time. I saw him peel down, and we were talking over the radio about what to do. And I knew as soon as they said he pitted, I looked at the laps left and saw 25. I knew exactly from there he was good to go. I kind of wanted to run it out and see what would happen. Obviously, it bit me because he came out 5 seconds ahead, but I don't know. And I think it would have been a good race if it stayed green, but like I said, it's just racing. I mean, can't win them all, but congrats to Cameron, man. He drove that, especially the last corner, he drove it exactly how I would have, and it was clean. Good finish.
Yeah, that was definitely an awesome finish between you guys. It seems like you guys got a routine of putting on some really good finishes with finishes like this. Before we let you go, Josh, for your second place finish tonight, anybody got want to give a shout out to or thank?
Just you guys for the broadcast. My teammates, Jake, Brian, our new teammate Tyler, P3. He's right up there with me. I can't ask for much more. Just everybody that ran tonight. It was another good race. I think we had two yellows, I think. So, I mean, can't ask for much better racing.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Josh, we'll let you get out of here, man. Took home a second place finish tonight after your 2 wins at Daytona, and we'll see you next week again here at Atlanta in Xfinity car and see if you can change that second place to first place, man.
Yes, sir. Pretty interested to see how next week's going to go. I heard the setup's kind of wonky, but we'll see.
10-4, Josh. Well, you have a good night, man.
Thank you, guys. You too.
All right, that was our second place man, Josh Conover. He pulled out another great finish here tonight after leading a bunch of laps and was able to make a photo finish here crossing the start-finish line. What a finish, though. So got to give Josh Conover, the owner of this league, a big shout-out. These league races have been a pleasure to broadcast for us, guys. So I know and it's a lot of the work him and the guys around here do. So we'll give him a big shout-out because he shouted us out. But I think Robert, you gonna find our man down here in Victory Lane. You started 18th tonight and drove his wheels off to get that win.
Yeah. Before I say that though, how do you pronounce his actual first name? Cameron.
Cameron.
Like
Cameron.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cameron. All right. I just wanted to make sure I was going to say it right. So, all right. Yeah. So, yeah, pull him up here, Zach. I found him down here. He's hopping out of his truck. Yeah, 17. Robert in the booth. Cameron, do you have a copy?
Gotcha.
All right. Hey, buddy. Well, you started out 18th and you worked your way all the way up to first place. Congratulations on your win, man. How was the race for you here tonight?
What just happened?
With what?
No, that race was crazy. We're running about top 10 all day. And the first caution that came out, we were trying to go to pits, and there's lap traffic. We were way behind the pace car, so call was just to stay out, and it was Donald, me, and Jason up front. And I have no idea what happened in that 3-wide situation there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. We're not exactly sure. I mean, we went back and looked at it, but we'll let the league admins, take a look at that and find out what happened. But hey, it happened. It put you up there. You take the win. You get your first win of the season. So congratulations on that, man. Chalk it up, take it, and get ready to roll to the next race.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, how's you're going to be unloading next week here at Atlanta in the B car. How's the car looking there in the shop for you guys for next week?
It's loose. We ran a few practice laps earlier in the week, and we're going to not do very well.
Oh, okay. Well, you got a whole week to work on your settings and setup and, do what you need to do to get that thing tuned in for next week. But with that being said, man, again, FreekyFast would like to congratulate you. Jeez, say that slow. For your first win here at Nora. Hopefully you can repeat next week like Josh did at Daytona. So I'll let you give a shout out. You got any shout outs you want to give to anybody before I let you go celebrate that with your crew?
Just shout out to Josh for setting up the league. Shout out to my team, Monster High, for picking me up this week. Great to run with them. And everyone here has been great to run with and great people to get along with, and excited for the rest of the season.
All right. Well, hey, man, now you get your first win for the team there. That will help the team in this team standing points and all that stuff, and get the team up there and running for stuff. So, all right. Well, with that being said, man, we will let you go. Congratulations. Go enjoy it with your teammates. Go enjoy it with your pit crew, and get ready to unload here again next week. And what is it? Flatline Graphics. I believe they're calling it the B series as of right now. There might be a name change for that, but get ready to go rock and roll that bad boy.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right. Well, then I'll move you out. Congratulations, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, he'll move himself out, or somebody move them out. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I got you.
Well, I was clicking, and his name wasn't there until he moved, and I was like, well, I can't move him because he's already moved. But all right. Well, we'll do the quick unofficial results here at NORA at Atlanta in the trucks with Flatline Graphix again. Make sure everybody out there tunes in, next week for them. But, check them out on Facebook. Flatline Graphix, the description is in below on Facebook and YouTube. Just click the link. It'll take you right to them. Give them a like. Give them a share. You can also check out Nora on Facebook. You can link us in the description below on YouTube and Facebook. So, make sure you check that out. If you're on the Twitch side, head over to Facebook side because the links weren't posted on Twitch side, but you'll be able to find them if you do a search in Facebook. So, with that being said, I'll let Sodacan Johnson here. We'll go through the unofficial results, and then we will go from there.
Alrighty, well, tonight we just talked to him. Your winner is going to be Cameron Thompson. Actually, looking here, started 18th and finished in first, so that's a really good finish for him. And second place, we're going to have Josh Conover. Third place, Tyler Duggan. Nicholas Alford, fourth. Holden Ekman, fifth. Jim Chisholm, sixth. Nick Van, seventh. Coy Pennington, eighth. Corey Boudinal, ninth. Stephen Armstrong, 10th. Mark Creighton, 11th. Roy Crumpf, 12th. Jason Conover, 13th. Carson Obb, 14th. David Keynes, 15th. TJ Woods, 16th. Colin Hoffman, 17th. Jake Boyer, 18th. Derek Pennington, 19th. Ruben Caceres, 20th. Christian Snyder, 21st. Chris Fleesner, 22nd. Brian Powell, 23rd. Donald Etcher, unfortunately for him, is going to come up 24th tonight. Keegan Bitzer, 25th. Billy Stanley, 26th. Kenneth Cook, 27th. Blake Brady, 28th. Frank Reese, 30th. I skipped one. Craig Schroeder, 29th. Frank Reese, 30th. Stephen Dean, 31st. Cody Hall, 32nd. Colin Wisely, 33rd. And Scotty Brown, 34th.
All right. Thank you very much, Brian. That's our unofficial results here at NORA in the truck series. So, guys, well, we're going to get ready to sign off, but what's your final thoughts about tonight's race here at NORA at Atlanta in the trucks?
Well, what a race we had again here at the NORA. The NORA is becoming one of the staples of our broadcast for sure. And
yeah,
man, what a finish these guys have put on. Like another race with one caution, I believe, tonight. So, or was there two? There's two. Sorry.
Yeah.
2 cautions. Still great job by these guys with 34 trucks out here going fighting for every inch they can have on this racetrack, and just impressive to watch these guys grow as a league and see someone excited like not believing that they won. I love seeing underdogs that didn't really run top 5 or top 3 all day come out here with a win and steal one from these guys. And Cameron didn't really steal it. He drove his butt off to get that thing. So he's tickled to death over that, and he can hopefully carry that momentum over to the Xfinity car next week. As I believe, like they said, we'll have a little bit looser race car probably next week. So with a tight race car tonight, I think we could even see different players in that race. I mean, some guys are good with both, some guys are good with one or the other. So be interesting to see how Atlanta changes to next week in that Xfinity B car with a little more power and a little higher speeds, and it's gonna be cool because you never know, we might get some slick weather too, and these guys are going to be hanging on for it all dear life. But like I said, I love this track, and always puts on a good finish like we see tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to second Zach there. Tonight was classic Atlanta. Great finish, great race all throughout, and next week is going to be the same thing. It's just going to depend on whether we're tight and loose, and we're going to be going a little faster. So it's going to be really interesting to see who, if this top 5 here and top 10 is gonna repeat next week in a different vehicle, and we've seen Josh Conover and Tyler Duggan do it in both vehicles so far, and it'll be interesting to see who's going to come out on top next week.
Yes, I agree with that. So far, from what I'm seeing here at Nora, any of these guys can win. The 42's hunting it out. You know, you got Billy out there; he's hunting for a win. We got Josh's brother; he's up there running. Unfortunately, he had to get a penalty. Brian, I mean, we got so many drivers here we could talk about all night. That are just very, very, very good drivers. If you love dirt side racing, guys out there or ladies, Nora does Tuesday night. They do some dirt racing too. So make sure you check them out if you're interested into that. Go hit them up there on the iRacing League page or Facebook, and they will get you signed up and set up. And very structured league. If you're looking for a very structured league, this is the place that has got their stuff together. I got, not that the other leagues don't, but they're very, very good league, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So with that being said, we will let everybody go. Our next broadcast here at FreekyFast will be Saturday night at Racing Freak Sim Racing League as they wind down their winter season and they get ready to open up their 2019 season. So if you're looking for a league on a Saturday night or a Friday night, make sure you hit them up, and you can find them on Facebook and all over the place too there. And then after that, we'll be back here at Nora. So with that being said, I will let you guys go. I will let everybody go out there. Again, enjoy your family, enjoy your weekend, be safe. But until we catch you guys on the next one, have a good week. We love you. God bless you, everybody. Peace out.